Sister yanked my IV line in hospital. Mom did nothing. Suddenly, nurse come in. I saw everything you did. Sister's confident face collapsed. Mom tried to speak, but two police officers already waiting outside. I was recovering from emergency surgery when my sister Vivian walked into my hospital room with that fake concerned look she always wore around others. Mom trailed behind looking nervous and small. I had been in a serious car accident 4 days ago and almost died when my spleen ruptured. I lost 4 pints of blood and doctors weren't sure I would survive the night. Vivian hadn't visited once until today, and she waited until visiting hours were almost over and the hallway was quiet. You look terrible, she said, sitting beside my bed. Growing up, Vivian was the golden child who could do no wrong. I was the accident born 7 years too late who ruined everything. When Dad died last year, he left the estate to me because he discovered Vivian stealing from his savings while he was sick with cancer. She drained nearly $40,000. Vivian never forgave me for inheriting what she believed was hers. Sign these documents, Vivian said, pulling a folder from her purse. Paperwork about Dad's estate, a formality. My vision was blurry from pain medication. I can't read anything now. Come back next week when I'm better. Just sign it. You don't need to read it. No, I'll review when I've recovered. Her mask cracked instantly. You're being difficult on purpose. I just had major surgery. She leaned closer and I smelled wine on her breath. You stole everything from me. Dad's house, his money, the insurance. You manipulated a dying man, and you owe me. Her hand shot out and grabbed the IV line attached to my arm. Sign these papers or I'll rip this out. Pain exploded through my forearm as she squeezed. The heart monitor started beeping erratically. Vivian, stop, Mom said weakly from the window. But she didn't move to help me. She never protected me. Not once in my entire life. Sign, Vivian repeated, yanking the line harder. I felt blood running down my arm. Fine, give me the pen. She smiled and loosened her grip. Before she could hand me the documents, the door flew open and banged against the wall. A nurse with short gray hair stood there with arms crossed and fury in her eyes. I saw everything you did. Vivian's confident face collapsed instantly. Mom opened her mouth but no sound came out. Her face went white. I was watching through the observation window. The nurse continued stepping into the room, threatening a post-surgical patient, tampering with medical equipment, coercing a signature while she's medicated. That's assault and fraud. I didn't do anything wrong, Vivian stammered, backing toward the wall. She's my sister. Every room in this ICU has cameras recording constantly. Everything you did is documented. Two police officers appeared in the doorway behind the nurse. Ma'am, we need you to come with us, the first officer said. This is ridiculous. Mom, tell them this is a misunderstanding. Mom stood frozen like a statue, just like always, just like every time Vivian hurt me growing up and Mom pretended not to see. The second officer stepped forward. We've reviewed the footage. You're detained for assault and coercion of a vulnerable adult. Vivian started crying those dramatic tears that always worked on everyone. I'm her sister. I would never hurt her. The nurse shook her head. I've worked in hospitals for 30 years. I know what family abuse looks like. I know that fear in a patient's eyes when people who should protect them walk through the door. She looked directly at my mother, including you. You watched one daughter assault the other and did nothing. Mom's face crumbled. I didn't know what to do. You knew exactly what to do. You chose not to. Officers led Vivian out in handcuffs while she screamed about lawyers. Mom tried to follow, but the nurse blocked her path. Visiting hours are over. Your daughter needs rest without family who don't have her interests at heart. Mom left without apologizing, without looking back at me once. When the room was quiet, the nurse sat beside me and gently held my hand. I'm making sure they're both banned from visiting. Do you have other family? Someone safe? I shook my head as tears fell. Some families are the ones we're born into. Real family is people who actually show up and protect you. 3 weeks later, Vivian was charged with assault and fraud. Those documents would have transferred everything to her. Mom admitted she knew about the scheme beforehand. I haven't spoken to either since. The nurse texts me weekly. She was right about chosen family.